Alright, so I actually looked online for the password, so if I can type it right. Password is abandon hope. What it does is it actually takes into this room and more or less talks about everything, as well as interesting music. So this is the female version of Aki. Thank you for playing Misao. It was loaded with silly traps, but still, did you enjoy it? I'm glad if you enjoy this bonus room too. Honestly, the game was pretty good, but the story was a bit messed up for my liking. Ah yes, about Onigawara. Onigawara is a real mystery. Maybe the truth on him will never fully come to light. He's certainly not human, we can say that. Some of Misao's parts, i.e. her torso, didn't need to be found because Onigawara already sacrificed him in advance. So goes the rumor. Okay. Initially I simply made Onigawara because I needed a save point. I antagonized over whether to make him a chairman of the board of student council president. His original name was Unizuka. I made Onigawara to be a little more unusual. I just wanted to have an Oni in there. Fair enough. Right, what's this? Oops, I forgot to draw a thumb. Common event donors. FSL emo icons. Listen carefully in my lectures. About Soda. Mysterious teacher, but he's really a murderer with a dark past. Soda was suspicious from the start. Maybe lots of people predicted he was bad news. Yeah, probably. This doesn't really impact the story, but Soda wasn't ever attacked because the evil spirits were too scared to come near. And that's because Misao feared Soda. Misao and the spirits are linked in a sense, not completely one and the same. As they attack people she has nothing against. Aki killing Soda was unexpected. Maybe Misao thought sacrificing Toma would make for a happier outcome. By killing Toma, he'd be hers forever, but killing Soda puts him in a grave forever. Either way, Misao's spirit is saved. However, sacrificing Toma, it's likely Misao's spirit would never move on. Soda's design secrets. Making a teacher a villain was planned from the start. He was just plain kind from the outset, but soon took over on a mysterious air. To be honest, his hair is designed like a young detective from some foreign TV drama. Okay, what's this? Zombie. Hehehe. The first version was made for fun and offers spare time. It's rough around the edges, but look at the big picture. Hehe. Fair enough. Please be my friend. Yes, Library, also known as the main protagonist and Mad Father. Suddenly to Onigawara, Library is a mystery. She's not human either. She seems to be Onigawara's servant. She has a fear of humans and only listens to Aki because she smells like her. Huh? Maybe Aki's not human? Fair enough. Design secrets. Library was made to give out hints. I couldn't think of a good name, so I let the player decide. Novinia was a good idea. She was going to murder Toma initially. There's traces of that in Toma's ending up in the library if you play as the boy. If you haven't seen her, I hope you enjoy it when you do. It's just a minor thing, don't get your hopes up. I did play as the boy first. This was based on the concept of finding scattered parts of the girl with characters and stories then added. Also watched lots of B-movie horror flicks, so there's some influence there. There's also something the author wishes to tell everyone through the game, and that is watch out for creeper teachers. Why you? When I got here, Al. Yoshino is really just a coward. She only bullies those weaker than her. That's why Satome with more friends and charm is exempt from her wrath. Seemed like Toma, despite his girlfriend, she was unexpectedly earnest side. Being a bully was set from start so she would look like a mean character. I think she looks more like a delinquent than a bully. Originally named Sasama. Sasayama. Something like that. Her art was designed based on her sprites. So it was pretty, actually most characters were designed from sprites. Fair enough. It ain't my fault. Toma is a trendy guy. He looks bad, but he brings in the ladies. But inside he's ultimate klutz. Even that gay astounded at times. It must be good looks when she didn't ditch him. Maybe. He left in the other world in the true ending, but I leave it up to the players to imagine if he made it back or what. He was utterly toying with Misao. He felt Satomi was a good girl too, but it's unlikely he was serious about her. It's just as Ayaka says, he's nothing but a seducer. Seems he tried to seduce library on the library. This becomes evident in the boys' route. See for yourself how that turns out. I met a guy who's putting it up and acting inside now. He's a bad boy, but as someone myself falls for, he couldn't look too scary. Bam, cool dude. His original name was Kayeta. Seemed too ordinary. Ordinary. So this is what you got. It's very dazzling name. Ha ha ha. Yeah, how much? Oh bloody hell, there's a lot of stuff to go through. Right, that's Toma. Misao! Kudo is a character who's never rewarded, but in the true ending his feelings save him. But was that last Misao real, or was that another illusion? I'll let the players decide on that one. Anyways, Kudo was like a big brother to Misao. No love involved, so no, Misao didn't hate Kudo, but Kudo's love was never requited. Kudo looks like a nice guy, but he's not so nice a personality. He's gloomy, and I bet he posts bad-mouthing people on the internet. Bonus, Kudo's hate rank, Toma Yoshino himself. Okay. Secret design, originally named Kamaruma, or something like that. Way too stupid, so I thought something more serious, and Kudo was born. Wait, he came up with Kudo? Okay. He's made the contrast Toma on the inside and outside. Just look like a little weird boy now. What was this for? Even here, only go out of town, something look for if you can't believe that scoundrel, though pretend to be a scoundrel. What a brat. What did you block? Ayaka's best friend, naturally stalker and fad follower, and thus total doofus. She's one of the characters who's not two-faced. Revived in the true end about Onigawara, she's fond of him, so she'll likely begin a new life of stalking in the other world. Awesome. Concept of hiding in a corpse actually comes from a foreign cartoon. Okay. Yeah, I'm scared. Popular with many friends thanks to her good girl act, she certainly looks the part. She doesn't really hate Misao. Posting the text was just a joke, but dating Toma she couldn't forgive. She might seem like a flightly broad, but she really seemed to like Toma. As soon as I know Toma would have a girlfriend, there she was. Gold ponytail and pink breast. Name and nickname were decided from the start. I'm rather fond of Toma's fierce spite. Her clothes make her look like secretary though. Fair enough. Who the hell are these two? Maho. Me and Maho were always together. A girl mentioned only by the name of the band end. I actually had plans for a sequel with her once, more honest than Aki. Without Maho, I'll be alone again. Girl con band ending 2. Change her graphics in version 2. Maho is a religious girl. Miho is variable plus the king of the... Okay. From the characters, some spiritual taken from Revelations Persino, I mean from the head. Like the lonely atmosphere. Thank you for finding me, Misao. Tragic heroine, Misao. Friendless and far away from family, she lived a lonely life. She fell for a man, her polar opposite. She longed for Toma, and maybe the feelings were mutual. She's an obedient girl, but hides a tricky personality inside. That said, she definitely wouldn't wish unhappiness on anyone when alive. She's likely the nicest of all characters. Horribly bullied, you know, tragic heroine and all. Forgive me for that, Misao, but I had a story to write. Since it's said she never stood out, I gave her a very simple design, but I was surprised by the response of her being seen as cute. Misao being bullied by her classmates was there from the beginning, but most of the end stuff was decided much later. Even I didn't decide this would end up here being just a game that struggled to claim 15 and up. Laugh. Yeah, we're in the last room. Right. This. Straight out of the Bean movie. Bullshit. You got that Mad Father. I know saying that. I believe that he was the one who made Mad Father. What indeed was this machine thing? Even though who doesn't know. Wait. Did I see that? I don't think I did see that one. I'll always protect you. About Aki Meal. Another selectable protagonist had the same personality as the girl, Aki, at first, but is a little more serious in the new version. In version 2, you can only choose him for the second playthrough, but you can choose him from the start of version 3. In case you guys haven't already noticed, this is version 3 I'm playing. This is why I was able to play as the male character. You couldn't do the true ending in 2, but you can in 3, and it's slightly different from the girl version. Check it out if you haven't seen it, or if you haven't yet. We're friends, aren't we? Story protagonist. Ordinary high school girl, problem child, lives alone. It's more or less just like. Right, this is the ending for the first one. You actually see those two hugging. The female Aki and Misao hugging in the end. Don't touch my Toma. After Council, his corpse is hidden. Look for it, please. Herc. Forgive me, Misao. Most quickly off characters. She's hiding somewhere. Look for her if you've never found her. Did you know there's a place to dodge between the boulders? No one accepts me. What's this one? How many times are you gonna fall off, lady? Oh, that was the guy who pulled you off the edge. They're passionately kissing. Get a room. Right, was that blood? No. Let's check out their design models. Design secrets. It was born having the identical second playthrough, so I made him. Was going to make his default name Akito. Only his tone was different in the old version, so that was pretty pointless. Laughs. The new version has some slightly personality changes, so check them out. I never actually played it the first time, so I actually don't know the big difference between the female and male versions. He's designed like an old Jomo manga heroine. She was more normal to begin with. I like ridiculous surreal gags, so I put a lot of such jokes in the game. That is part of her is no real meaning, it's just for fun. Part of her personality not being too distinct is that I didn't want her to stand out too much. I considered a silent part or protagonist at first. I agonized over I should write her name with the characters for demon, hinting at the half demon, half human situation. If I make a prequel, I'll reveal her secrets, and I think I'd like to do that with her name. Oops, I just spoiled it. Laughs. I have no plans at all, sorry. Alright guys, this was the secret room that we've just went through. I've not missed anything. Yeah, we've more or less just went through everything. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Ghost Nova, signing off.